Hello everyone, my name is SiC, and welcome back to The Flame in the Flood. The reason I'm saying welcome back to The Flame in the Flood is because I've played this game before. It is actually one of the first games I ever played in a Let's Play series fashion. So, yeah. And also, one of the reasons I'm playing this again is because currently it is free on the Humble Bundle store for a very limited amount of time. So, I really do like this game, and I hope to encourage some people to go there and try it out, because this is one of the cool survival games that don't have you build up a base and grind for resources to stay alive for a certain period of time. Instead, this game is all about rafting down a river. And yeah, you can upgrade your raft, but it is not a huge focus of the game. And the huge focus of the game is actually the rafting part and exploration of bits of land, because this is a world that has suffered some kind of apocalypse, I guess, and it is mostly flooded. Sorry about that. And yeah, you're trying to get to the end of the river, and yeah, try to survive until you get there, basically. Though there is also an endless game, but for this playthrough we will start a new campaign. I did try to record it before, but Windows was locking up all the time, and I had to reinstall, and all my settings got messed up, so I did record this episode like 2 times. One time where it just kept locking up and I couldn't do it, and then the second time the settings were messed up, so I didn't record any voiceovers or anything like that, so that's kind of annoying, but here we are. This should be okay now. We have 2 difficulties. We have Traveler and Survivalist. Now, Traveler is recommended for new players. It has checkpoints and a normal abundance of supplies. Whereas Survivalist, it is recommended for experienced players, and I have played this game quite a bit. It has permadeath, fewer supplies, and stats diminish at an increased rate. So that's what we're going to be playing. Now we have Scout options. Scout is the character we are playing, and there is only one character. What we can choose, however, is a different dog. We have Aesop, who you can see pacing around in the background there, and we have Daisy. Now, if I remember correctly, this game was a Kickstarter game, and one of the rewards at a certain tier was to get your dog in the game. So Daisy is a Kickstarter dog, but I kind of prefer Aesop. I like his look, so we're going to go with him, and that's about all we can do. So let's begin. Now, one thing that's cool about the dog is that he acts as a sort of save between playthroughs. He has this backpack on his back, and when you die, all the stuff that is in his backpack is going to carry over to the next save game, or to the next campaign that you're playing. Because, well, he's a rescue dog, and he goes out into the world to look for survivors like ourselves. And yeah, he has some basic survival stuff in his backpack, basically. But not the very first time you start. Then it's going to be empty. But after that, if you die and you have some important stuff in his backpack, you're going to get that back. So you have a little bit better of a chance to survive the next time around. One of these things that you could carry over is med packs, for example, bandages, or raft upgrade materials and things like that. And that is really the raft upgrade materials. I always keep that on Aesop's inventory. Now, one thing you might notice right away is the lovely graphical aesthetic, and another thing that is really good about this game is the soundtrack. The soundtrack was made by Chuck Reagan, and it is amazing. It is really good. You have some instrumental stuff, which is playing right now, but we also have some music with singing in it, and those songs, they're so good, man. I listen to that outside of the game as well. Alright, so Scout Basics. We have our player inventory. Yeah, basically explains itself. We need to keep an eye out on hunger, thirst, temperature, and rest, which you can see at the bottom here. We can pick up some saplings. We have a feather. We can examine this. A fine home for a spell, but it's time to move on and see where this dog came from. Maybe there's someone else out there. Yeah. So while we're on the beginning island, which is this place right here, our stats do not actually go down, but as soon as we get onto the river, we start getting hungry, we start getting thirsty and tired, and cold, perhaps, as well. At least the further down the river we go, the colder we will be. So it is important to craft some clothes to keep ourselves warm. We can grab another feather here. We have a box that we can search through. We get a jar, a water filter, night crawlers, and a moldy lump. Now the moldy lump might not seem like much, but if we find a second one, we can use that to craft penicillin. Right, we have some water info. Water is key for wilderness survival. Use a jar to gather water from the rain, wells, puddles, or the river. You may consume polluted water, but beware the consequences. Polluted water is purified by using a crafted water filter. Now we already picked one of those up, and we have a little puddle of water right here. So if we open up our inventory, we can see our goals. Currently we only have one, which is to find a radio signal. Once we do, we can get a raft schematic. And we're not going to get those out of thin air. They are actually dropped in mailboxes, which you have to go out and find in the world. So it's not instant. We have afflictions, but currently we are the picture of health. We have the crafting section, where we could craft a water filter. And for that you need charcoal, you need cattails, and you need some rags. We already have one. We also need to make a stone knife. We can make some braided cords using the cattails. And those you use for a lot of different things. Alright, then we have our inventory. We have night crawlers that we can eat, but they spoil after 3 days. So we're going to eat this at some point in the near future. We have a water filter, we have a jar. And we can use the jar while standing near the puddle. And now we have a jar of polluted water. And if we go to the crafting section, we can now clean that water. It would be nice if that could have been done from the inventory as well, but okay. We have plus 50 water. So once we get to 50 out of 100, we can drink this and we will be back up to 100. And then we have our equipment basically. So right now we have a light jacket, we have cotton pants and light boots. We don't have anything for our head or hands, however. And this is our gear rating. So right now it's very high, but it's going to get colder and colder as we go along. Alright. Quick use info. We have 3 menus for our quick use menus. And the quick use menu provides instant access to crucial items held in your inventory, like food, water, and so on. But it also has first aid and utilities. And utilities are things like traps. So right now we don't have anything to heal ourselves with. We have some food that we can eat. Or we have traps that we could plant down, but we don't have any of that yet either. Right. What you might notice is that Aesop is barking at the cattail, and Aesop will actually find useful equipment that we could pick up and bark at it. But if you don't like him barking all the time, there's actually an option in the game menu to turn that off. So we have a mailbox here, and we can get a task or collect rewards from previous tasks. But of course we haven't finished that other task yet. But we can get a new one. We have a new goal to create basic tools. Now that means a hammer, a stone hammer, and a stone knife. Because this is the basic task you get when you start here every time. Alright, so rafting information. I do not know much about gods, but I think that the river is a strong brown god, sullen, untamed, and intractable. TS Elliot. Right, so the repair meter shows your raft's condition. You can see that at the bottom here. Find a marina to repair or upgrade your craft. And then we have stamina, which we use to paddle hard. And that is something you want to do to avoid obstacles in the river. Now the way paddling hard actually works is the most unrealistic part of this game, but it's actually, the rafting is really cool. I like it quite a lot. And it better be, because it is a huge part of the game. Now, right now we have our completely unupgraded raft. And the river actually is, it's important to know, is randomly generated. Sadly, the bits of land that we will encounter are not so randomly generated, so they get very predictable very fast, unfortunately. That is something I would have liked to see different in this game, but the river at least provides a new set of challenges every time you play. Now, right now we are in slow water, but right up ahead we have a rapid. And this is quite hard. Let's see, we want to go on the right hand side, I think. I think this is the easiest way to go around. Because the raft becomes very uncontrollable in these parts of the river. Like, this one is still pretty easy because it's straightforward, but the further down the river we go, you might imagine this gets a lot harder. So one of our big priorities should be to upgrade the raft to get a rudder and some other stuff that will help us steer the raft a little bit better. Another thing that you might see in these river parts is little shopping carts stranded on these islands, and they usually always contain something useful, but you have to try to get close to pick it up. And that might mean you run a bigger risk of bumping into things. Ooh. Let's go left, let's... Alright, plus, and we also have to choose. Oh, we have a shopping cart right here, maybe we can... Oh crap, no, that's pretty bad. Let's see if we can steer hard to the left. Yes, we can. We have our first little bit of land. Dozer's Den, a camp. Often has flint, always has a lit fire. And we don't have anything we could cook yet. Oh, we have... we can get a new task. Boar Killer. Oh, that's interesting. Let's have a look. Kill a boar. Arrows or spear traps that are the only ways to take down a boar. There's a little spelling mistake there. Take care when approaching, they're docile until spooked, and we can get 4 arrows for it. Cool. Well, we need to use a spear trap. Or a bow and arrow, but the spear trap is a little bit easier to use. So we get a bunch of cattails. Now right now the music is still purely instrumental, but like I said, you know, there is singing involved in some of the songs. And once those songs pop up, I will be quiet for a little bit, because it is so cool. The music is so good. Alright, we found a second moldy lump. Let's see, we could make penicillin, but we need fire. We luckily have a fire close by. We can search this, we have old lumber. Let's see what else there is before we start using this fire. Because fires do burn out, and if it's raining, of course, that will douse the fire as well. But we have a bit of time before this fire burns out naturally. Certainly plenty of time to search through the entire map. The only problem is when you start sleeping somewhere. We can make a snare, we can make a bow, but we need a knife for it, I think, and we haven't found any flint yet. Which is really unfortunate, because we need flint to make the stone knife and the stone hammer, and we need those things to make most of the important stuff that we can use in the game. And as you might imagine, those items also have a deterioration rate. Did we search through this? Yes, we did. We searched through that one as well, I guess. Yep. Alright, let's use the fire. We will also get charcoal at some point. Alright, fire crafting is available. We can make penicillin. Alright, now we can use these cattails to make a bunch more braided cords. I would have liked to see an option for us to do a bunch of these at the same time, because you stack these up until about 10. Now we can make some tinder, we can make 3 tinder, then keep 10 cattails for whatever purposes we need. And tinder is of course used to start fires, so if this fire burns out, we can use tinder to start burning it again, basically. Alright. Let's have a look at our inventory, because we can move stuff over to Aesop's inventory. We could also put stuff in the raft. But let's put the penicillin in Aesop's bag. Let's put the water filter and old lumber. Yeah, I think we found pretty much everything we can find right here. So let's move back to the raft and continue on our way down the river. And some of the less important stuff I will leave in the raft's inventory, because I don't want to keep carrying it around. For example, the feathers. It's not something I want to save in Aesop's bag, it's not something I need to keep carrying on my person at all times. Charcoal we can move to the raft. The food, the saplings and the braided cords are used for, you know, important crafting recipes, so I will keep those. And of course the night crawlers and the clean water for food, cattails and dry tinder for making campfires. I think those are all useful stuff to have on our person. And we still have half our inventory slots available. Now we can craft... Oh. We can craft pouches as well. And the pouches, they will, well, basically allow us to have a bigger inventory space. We can only craft one of those. Alright, let's go towards Leamington, which is a farmstead and a source of wild food and clean water. That's a good start. Hopefully we can find some some corn and stuff to make ash cakes. And we have rabbits, but we have nothing that we can use to make the snares yet, because we need a stone knife. So these rabbits are safe from us for now. cool, we have some corn. And we can use that to make ash cakes. We have a bunch of bits of corn, actually. Looks like we could make about 3 ash cakes with these, because we have about 6 bits of corn, if I counted correctly. Which I did in the back of my head, so it was more an unconscious kind of counting, so I'm not sure. But we'll see. Let's search through the car. It's empty, unfortunately. So these rabbits, they will hide in their little hiding holes. And actually they will go to sleep at night as well. Which is fast approaching. Oh, we found some flint and we found some old lumber. We can make a raft frame from 2 bits of old lumber. 2 flint. Awesome. This is what we need to make a stone knife. Now, with a stone knife, we could now make a raft frame out of the 2 bits of old lumber. We will definitely do that. We can make a snare, which we will also do. And we can make a spear trap, which we will also do. Now let's see, we are currently a little bit low on braided cord, so I will craft some more. Cattails can be eaten, so that's the only reason that you might not want to use all of them up. But we will go back to about 10 of these things. We have a devil's trumpet, we have water. Did we have an empty jar? No, we do not. But we can drink this. It's a little bit soon, but we can use the well to get more clean water. So we will consume this, and then we will fill the jar again. Like so. Okay. It's nighttime. Found another sapling. Unfortunately, we don't have a place to sleep, and all the rabbits, they're hiding. Or they're sleeping in their holes at night. So, it's not a good time for hunting, and because we can't sleep, I mean, we have a long way to go before it's daytime again. So yeah, I think it's best to continue moving down the river, because time waits for no man, and we will get continuously hungry and tired and thirsty the longer we wait here. So we had to make a choice between going left or right, which means that these 2 spots are now out of our reach. Which means we have to go down the river and hope we find something else. And this is something that happens quite frequently, is you have these bends in the river, and you have to make a choice between where you want to go and what is more important to you at any given time. Oh, this is... Let's see if we can go up, can speed up a little bit. I want to get ahead of this bit of debris in the river, and we did. Awesome. And then at night time you see all the little ice in the forest. I mean, the graphical style of this game is so good. It is really, really, really nice. Alright, so we have a choice to make. Let's slow down a little bit. We can go right to the forest, or we can go to the campground. The forest usually holds less imported material. Ooh, and it's raining as well. Definitely the campground then, so we can take shelter and get some sleep and wait out the storm. And maybe find some flint again, so we can make a hammer as well. Camp BBC. Often has flint, always has a lit fire. Yeah, the fire is going to burn out pretty soon. Oh, we have another boxer. I don't know what that is, but first I'm going to explore some of the island here. Of course, we are on day 1. We have some mulberries, which is something that we can eat. So it's not very nutritious, and that raven needs to piss off because its cawing is going to attract wolves. Moldy lump and flint, I will take that. The fire is already out. Flint, awesome. Can we now actually make the hammer? Stone knife. Do we need 3 bits for a stone hammer? We need rags. We don't have rags. Oh, that's interesting. Please give me some rags. Old lumber. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are getting wet, and we are ill-equipped because it's getting cold. So our core temperature is actually going down right now. We have some more water. We can use that tomorrow. We have a sapling. We have aloe, which we can use to get rid of poison ivy. Damn it. Okay. Oh, it's already... Alright, let's consume this entire stack of mulberries. let's move this to the back. Let's move the raft frame to Aesop. We don't want to eat this, but we can use it to kill creatures with it. Oh, it's actually stopped raining. That's good. Right, so we found some wild garlic, and you can eat that straight away. Oh! Uh-oh. I hear a boar. Oh, shit! There the boar is! Oh, crap. Oh, we broke a bone. Oh, that is no good. Oh, we need something for that. We need, well, we have a spirit trap. We can kill the boar. We need a splint, though, or something which we cannot craft by yet. Let's go down and see what we need to actually make a splint. We need rags, two rags, and we don't have them. Crap. And we're extremely tired. We're wounded. We're hungry. Oh crap. Now what I would like to do is find a place where he cannot evade our spear trap and then lure him in. So this seems like a pretty good location. We can kind of rotate it around. Using this with the mouse is a little bit weird and annoying. Let's build it right here and see if we can lure him over into this direction. Nighttime is over, but we still need to sleep. But first I want to get rid of this boar. Damn it! No! 2 broken bones. There we go. Got the boar. Got some boar meat, got some raw shit. Tainted meat. We can use that for, yeah. We can use that. But first let's see what else is there for us to do. We can eat the night crawlers. Because we're getting a little bit hungry. And it's going to spoil soon. Because I want to get the boar hide. Sumac. No, we don't want to use that. Oh, this is so fucked up. We are very tired. We're injured. We need to sleep. We're getting cold and we're still wet. Things can go downhill pretty damn quick. Did we search through the house? I wonder. Apparently not. Let's look this. Fishing line. Okay, we can't use that. But we can sleep here. And we will sleep for approximately 5 hours. Hope for the best there. Alright, so we're still tired. We're very hungry. We can consume this. And we will take the fishing line. And we can use the fire. We can light it using 1 tinder that we had. Alright, we can make some more penicillin, we can make some more cooked meat. We can make ash cakes, and we will have 1 corn remaining. So we had 7 instead of 6. We're very hungry. Alright. We already have 1, we don't need more of those. We can make another spear trap, I guess. Using all the saplings and some braided cords. Quick deploy, yeah, okay. Alright, let's leave. And you need to piss off. We can use this, we can get some charcoal, except our inventory is full again, damn it. But we need to eat anyway. We can consume the cooked meat, that will bring us up quite nicely. And we can even consume some ash cakes. Now we will get the charcoal. And then we are not so tired anymore. We can continue this day, but we need to find rags. We need to go to a church, if we can find it. Did we search for this? Yes, we did. Damn it. Ah, this is a bad start, man. And there's no time. Well, there is time for hunting, I guess. Could we... Well, we need to make some space. Definitely need to make some space. So we will move some stuff to the raft that we're not using straight away. Let's move that to the raft as well. Let's move this to the raft. Yeah. Alright, let's see which one. Yeah, okay. So he's running into this little hole. We have a snare. I don't want to waste too much time here, because we do need to fix the broken bones, but we this should be relatively quick, because as soon as they think they're safe, they're going to come out, and if they are out, then there we go. Take all. We have some meat for down the road. Now we cannot collect anything, I believe. Oh, we can collect arrows. We did something. Right, well. Ah, okay. I was wondering why we didn't pick up everything. But, yeah. Cool. Let's put this in the raft. Let's put that in the raft. And let's continue down the river. Let's hope we can find a church of some kind. Crap, no. Oh. So the forest areas, they're not so useful. We have a fishing dock. We might find something there. Just for Hungary again. My broken bones might even heal over time. I'm not entirely sure about that. But it might. Let's have a quick look. Because the bait shacks, they tend to be very small bits of land. So we can run through that in a hurry. Oh man, the boar really messed me up. So we have some dandelions, we have some yucca. We can use the yucca to create more food. The dandelions we can use to make tea, but let us first have a look up here. Fishing line, okay. It's nighttime again. Shit. Old lumber. We can create another raft frame. We will do so. Now we could sleep here, I guess, but we are getting hungry. We don't have anything to eat anymore unless we cook it, but we can't do that right now. And we need to make sure that we find something to heal our broken bones. So yeah, down the river we go again. Very hungry, yeah, I know. Alright, let's pick up the pace a little bit. Oh, we have a shopping cart. We need to make sure that we get whatever is inside. There we go, penicillin. Okay. Oh, we have a church on the right. We need to make a hard turn. There we go. Oh yes, and we can go to the campground after. You're thirsty, okay. Fine. And we're extremely hungry. I guess because we're so wounded, our hunger meter goes down extremely fast. Is that the case? Let's have a look. Affliction. Set a break wrong and you'll hobble for life. Keep a splint handy and fix yourself up the right way or you'll regret it for the rest of your days. Yeah, okay. So this is slowly going down. It might kill us, I don't know. But we need to... We're going to die here. Let's go to the church. This is going so fast, man. It's crazy. You might have to do something drastic. Like eat stuff that we're not supposed to eat. Let's consume this. Let's consume that. Look at our hunger meter, man. That's crazy. Should have just consumed the entire stack, because we need more. Let's move this to Aesop's bag. Let's move the spear trap to Aesop's bag. All the stuff that if I die we can use again. We will move that. Oh man. Where is this church? I need saving. I need to be rescued. With sumac we can search for this. Please. Yes. We can make a stone hammer, but right now the splint is our biggest priority. We will use this. Set your bones straight when they've gone all hinky, but we need a second one, so we need more. Rags and alcohol. We can sleep here. We can make a torch. We don't want a torch. We want another... We need another bandage. We're tired. And it's going to rain soon. And we're hungry and we're thirsty. Actually, let's consume this. And when it's raining, we can use the jar. We won't sleep here. We need to find some other stuff. We need to find more rags. Is there anything over here? No. Did we really find everything already? Right, so we're not going to sleep here. We have a campground just down the river. We can use that instead, but I really... Yeah, okay. Let's use the jar. We can use bandage. We can make bandages out of alcohol and this stuff as well. But what we really need is, of course, oh man, look at our hunger meter going down. That's crazy. Yeah, we are ill-equipped. We need better jackets, but we need the second boar skin or the second rabbit skin before we can make any clothes, and then we need the stitching kit as well, which we don't have. We can usually find those at the at the church, but come on, pick up the pace, please. Let's dock here. Cape Tranquil. Often has flint, always has a lit fire. Yeah, okay. But what we really need is rags. We need rags, man. It's crazy. I don't want to quit the game because we've been playing for a while now, but I don't want to quit the game until we have rags. And I wonder, could we? No, we can't tear that up. Maybe until when we have a better piece of clothing, but not right now. Rags, yes, thank you. Let's make a second splint. Let's use that splint. And then we are hungry. We are no longer, yeah, we need to sleep here. We need to dry off. We need to eat as well. So what we need to do is find a campfire. The campfire will be out, but we still have tinder, so we can light it. We have some wild garlic that we can eat. Crap, no. I hear a boar. Well, actually that's good, because it gives us a second boar skin and it gives us some meat. And we have some mulberries, we can eat that. Saplings. Haven't seen the boar yet. Moldy lumber, we can use that to create... Well, first let's consume this stack. This is a little bit of hydration and a little bit of food. We will consume the garlic. It's about +5, it's not huge, but it's something. Actually, we wanted to craft something, right? We want to create another raft frame. Yeah. We already have a spear trap. I need to find this boar, man. Where are you? I'm going to be really pissed if we immediately break another leg. Oh, we have the boar over here. Really? Where's our spear trap? Ah. Alright, let's turn it around like this. And let's see if we can antagonize this boar. Are you stuck? The boar looks to be stuck. Really? Guys, really? Can we go around the left side? No, we cannot. Shit. Well, that sucks. That's the first bug I've seen in this game in a long time. Very long time. So we can collect the trap again. Unfortunately, it does mean that, well, it's deteriorating. So we can do this about 3 times. We can pick it up again about 3 times, and then it's going to be destroyed. We can cook the yucca. We are no longer wet. We can cook the meat. And let's then have some food. go. Now Aesop has some more stuff in his bag. Let's we can only do that at the river. We need to sleep just a little bit. Our day and night cycle is going to be all kinds of messed up, but okay. We can sleep in the house a little bit. Or actually we can loot it as well. We have not done so yet. Fishing line, okay. Let's sleep about 5 hours, I think. That won't affect our hunger or thirst by much. It is still day. We are a little bit less tired and the game's just saved. So this is going to be the end of this episode. Please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.